So we've got blue and white sleeve, a red and white sleeve, and then we've got this yellow and white sleeve as the main sort of, not sleeve. She doesn't have 3 arms, she's literally just got 2 arms. Hello again and welcome back to March Payne's Midlife Dolly Crisis, and today we're going to be unboxing this doll here, who is a Lottie doll but not actually a Lottie. She is an Olivia, who is one of Lottie's friends. I've also got my Lottie doll here who I unboxed a little while back. She is the rockabilly version of Lottie. One of the reasons I thought I would open this box today is because she has a sort of a garden theme. She's called Garden Time. Obviously, as you can see from the front of the box, we've got sort of vegetables and fruit and, you know, garden implements and a watering can and things. So it seems quite appropriate as we head into spring to unbox her. So this is the front of the box here. The box is very colourful. A very kind of cute aspect with all the fruit and vegetables having faces, which I'm not sure would encourage children to eat them, but there you go. On the side here, the design follows it around. And yeah, so the name is here, which is Olivia. And on the back, it pretty much kind of shows you what you get. So you get the doll, and you get some gardening stuff, and you get some seeds. Now, I don't know if they're actual seeds or if they are literally just pretend seeds or not, but I guess we'll find out because obviously we're going to be unboxing her. There's an image down here of 3 other dolls in the series. It doesn't actually say what they are, but presumably if you go on the website you can find out. So yeah, so I am going to get her open. I don't remember how easy or difficult they were to get out originally. So yeah, I will unbox her off camera and I will report back. Okay, so here we go. So she's out the box. She was actually quite easy to get out. She basically had a sort of a tag holding her in sort of around the neck and also one around the feet. And once that was kind of cut, it was one of the sort of long sort of Kimble tags. She was very easy just to kind of lift out. So she does have this sort of head protection thing on. I guess that's just to keep the hair in place. So we will remove that in a second. But I thought maybe we'd have a look at the accessories first. So these sort of came in little plastic bags which were attached with sellotape inside the box, basically. And again, they weren't that difficult to get out either. You just kind of like snip the sellotape and, you know, you could get the bags out like that. So let's have a look at the accessories first. So we've got two boxes of seeds. Here they are, here we go. So these are quite cute. So presumably one is that, I don't know if they're apples or there might be peppers, I'm not sure. But that's that one, and then there's obviously carrots on that side. They are literally just sort of like empty boxes. So you could put something in there if you wanted, if you were kind of pretending to be sort of sowing seeds. You could maybe put some seeds in there and go outside and plant them. But yeah, so they're quite cute. They'd be nice on a shelf or something in the background. So that is those. So we've then got a watering can. So this is just a green plastic watering can. It's not workable. You couldn't put water in and water would come out because there's kind of dots on there to represent the sort of sprinkling opening. I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? I don't know. The way the water would come out. Anyway, but they aren't actually holes that go all the way through, and this sort of spout bit, or whatever you want to call it, is not sort of, you know, it doesn't join. It's joined to the thing, but there's no hole. So obviously you can't put water in it, but it's very tiny anyway, so you wouldn't get much water done with it. And presumably you can hold these things. I mean, this has got kind of like this handle on here. There are some other items, which again, I think she could probably, she can probably hold. So we've got these 2 garden tools here. So we've got a trowel with a bit of a red handle here. It's also got this sort of loop on it at the side, which I presume means that she can hold it in her hands. And then we've got a fork there. which will help her sort of dig and stuff like that as well. So let's have a look at the doll now, and then we can try and put the gardening stuff in her hands. So I'm going to remove this from her head. So obviously she is blonde. I suppose to kind of mainly sort of differentiate her from Lottie. The blonde is actually really nice. It's, I would say, kind of like a honey blonde, in that it's a real kind of mixture of light blondes and darker blondes there. So that's quite nice. It's long, it's basically to her waist. It feels very soft. I don't know what material it's made out of. She does have a very pretty face, which I'm presuming is the same as Lottie's, but we'll kind of compare them side by side. I think maybe her eyes are a lot bigger. She seems to have quite large eyes. They are blue, and there are sort of lash details painted on the sides, and then she has little eyebrows here, which are a sort of a blonde, a sort of a dirty blonde colour, I suppose. Blondie brown. She's got blusher on her cheeks here, and then her little lips have got sort of like a pinkness to them there. So the Lottie dolls aren't meant to be sort of like a Barbie doll. They're meant to be a child's doll, and they're meant to be children themselves. So they aren't sort of meant to be, you know, loads of makeup on their face. They're not meant to be sort of fashion dolls. They're meant to be sort of active dolls, really. So she is wearing this really cute denim style dress, which has a working pocket on the front there. I don't know what you could put in it, but there is certainly scope to sort of put something in there. We've got these little buttons here sewn on. We've got all this sort of over stitching as well, which is very cute. So it looks like there's pockets here, but these aren't actually pockets at all. The fabric obviously isn't denim, but it looks like denim. It's quite a thin material, but everything is sort of sewn up nicely. There's no raw edges there at all. There's Velcro on the back here to take it off. Fit-wise, I would say it's a little bit large on her maybe, but I suppose that makes it easier for when children want to kind of take it off and put it on again and stuff like that. I might remove it actually so we can see what's on underneath. So yeah, it's just simple Velcro at the back, and then it should just sort of like slip off. There we go. So then she's got this really cute long sleeve t-shirt here. So we've got a blue and white striped sleeve on this side. We've got a red. Now I don't know if this is actually white, or it might be pink, or it might just be where the red has gone into the white. I'm not sure, but it kind of looks a bit pinky, like red and pink sleeve on this side. And then the main body of the long sleeve t-shirt is yellow and white. She's then got these cute sort of red tights on here, which are quite nice. There's something a bit sort of rainbow brighty about her. I think it's all these kind of colours that we've got. So these are, as I say, they're tights. I don't think there's Velcro. You would literally they're just elasticated. There is Velcro all the way down the back of the t-shirt here. And then if we go further down, we've got these really cute yellow boots. These are, I think, what really make me think of Rainbow Bright, because I'm sure she had boots similar to this. So these dolls are flat-footed. The details on the boots are quite cute in that we've got this sort of stripe effect at the top here. Everything else is kind of just moulded on. So we've got like a sole with a little heel there. On the back of them, they have got a bow, like a yellow bow on the back. And obviously they've got this sort of slit thing down the back, which most doll shoes have, so you can sort of remove them quite easily. So that is that. So articulation wise, I'm guessing she's going to be the same as Rockabilly Lottie was. So her head will just sort of turn both ways. There's no sort of pivot or anything there. The neck doesn't sort of want to tilt the head or anything like that. So arm wise, they will go kind of up and down, and they'll also come out a bit there as well. So they come out so she can pose a bit better there. There's no articulation in the arms apart from the shoulder joint there. There's nothing on the waist either, so you know, you can't sort of turn her at the waist. The legs move up and back. They do kind of come out a bit, so there's a bit more posability there. They also have clicky knees, which I think I missed in the last one, and someone very kindly told me in the comments that they can actually click their knees. Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge amount, but I think there's kind of like one click there, and it doesn't want to stay. Oh, okay, so one will stay at 2 clicks, and one stays at 1 click. I don't think it wants to stay on the second one. But that's pretty good. I mean, it's kind of better than Fashionistas, isn't it? Let's be honest. So yeah, there is a slight articulation you can do at the knee there. So let me bring on Rockabilly Lottie, and we can have a look at them side by side. I'm going to take her glasses off. Actually, you know what? I think the eyes are the same size. Let me bring them up. So yeah, I think the eyes are probably around the same size. I think these ones might be a little bit bigger and sort of different shaped. So I suppose at least there is that. It's not literally like, here's Lottie's face, we're going to stick blonde hair on her and she'll be a different character. I think the skin tone is also a bit different. I think Olivia's skin tone is a bit more sort of pinky than Lottie's was. I'm kind of guessing that the moulding of the faces is the same, but they do look quite different, which is good, because it means that there is a bit of a variety there. So that's kind of them side by side there. I think the shape of the face is probably the same. It's just obviously with the different hairstyles as well, it's going to make it look slightly different. So there you are, just to show you, she can actually hold the gardening tools there in her hands. I mean, obviously she probably wouldn't be using them both at the same time like that, but she can hold them in either, to be honest, and that's good. Let's have a look and see if she can hold the watering can. Yeah, the watering can is a bit more of a challenge, I think, because obviously there's no articulation in the elbows. It makes it a bit more tricky. So she can kind of hold it in her hand like that, but obviously it's at a weird angle where the water would sort of come out of the sort of the buckety bit rather than out the spout. But yeah, you can maybe sort of turn it around a bit like that. But I still think it's quite a cute set. And obviously it's great if children have an interest in gardening, that there's a doll that they can use out in the garden. She can't obviously hold either of these, but as I say, they're kind of nice just sort of in the background. So, what are your thoughts on Olivia? Do you have any Lottie dolls? Do you have a whole set of them? They are very cute. I can kind of see why they're good for children, in that they're quite sturdy, so I would imagine that they're easy just to kind of, you know, pop them in your bag and take them out or whatever. They are a nice size. Obviously they are smaller than Barbie, and clothes wise I'm not really sure what you would get to sort of fit them, but I think you can get the odd sort of fashion pack for them, but they're not really meant to be sort of fashion dolls anyway. They're meant to be sort of play dolls. So yeah, you can all swap clothes with them as well if you have a few of them. So please give this video a like if you've enjoyed it. Please comment down below on what you think of these dolls. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next video. So until the next time, take care. Bye.